Alright guys, I'm out here on Smith Lake today. I had a couple guys in a video, or on my trolling motor video, asked me about, some more questions about it, so I just kind of want to give you a quick little rundown. Wind's blowing pretty good out here. I figured it's a good opportunity to kind of show you some of the features and basically just how strong it is. Man, I hope that wind's not too bad. Just give you an idea how powerful it is in the wind and the current, whatever. Like I said, it's just windy. There's not really any current out here. It's like 11 miles an hour with 23 mile an hour gust, and it's gusting pretty hard right now. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm kind of just sitting back here with a controller. I don't use it very much. I use the foot control more than anything. We'll go over that too. I never thought I'd use every button on that foot pedal, but I do. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just sitting out here in the windiest part I could find, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank the speed all the way up and go into a pretty good headwind. So we're sitting wide open right now. All right, I don't know if you can see that. I've got it on 10. It's maxed out, going into the wind, and with the GPS, y'all can see that 1.5860. It's not too bad. All right, I'm gonna back it down here. We're gonna go 6. So we're on the 6 setting, and it's pretty good headwind here. And we'll see where it kind of keeps us at. See if it keeps us moving. So it's going to hang out right there, 0.90 miles an hour. So that's not too bad, considering how windy it is out here. So let me hop up front and I'll kind of give you a little rundown of the pedal features and spot lock and all that. Alright, so we hopped up front here. I'm just kind of messing around with the pedal. I've got it on about 5 or so. We're still in a pretty good wind. I don't know if y'all can tell, it's kind of choppy out here. It's not, I've been in worse. I'm just, wanted to get this video out kind of quick. What I'm going to do right here in this wind, I'm going to kind of let the boat stabilize in one spot and hit spot lock. Spot lock button's right here. These 2 lights come on. It's constant. It's autopilot, spot lock. All right. We're sitting pretty still. See if I can pull the map up here. It's going to keep us on this spot. I think it's within like 5 feet or so, and it struggles way less in the wind just because it's able to keep you on one spot, and the head doesn't move a whole lot when it's going against the wind. Alright, so we're going to sit here and spotlight and go over some more of the the buttons on the foot pedal and stuff. You got your AP, which is autopilot, continuous. These 2 buttons down here, sorry about the shadow, but these 2 buttons down here is like your jog button, which is the same as this one. Your jog, your left, and your right. I didn't think I would use these as much as I do, but where they come in handy is when you're running on autopilot, which is a nice feature if you're running a bank, a long stretch of bank. You just kind of pick a spot, point the head at an object, and hit this autopilot. I like to hit the autopilot and continuous. You hit continuous, it'll run whatever speed you got it set at. And basically you can just kind of let it do its thing, or even while it's in autopilot, you can jog it left and right and kind of move, and when you let off of those buttons, the head will go back to the direction you had it pointed. Now if you've got your GPS calibrated correctly, which I've mounted my puck right back here, which is right in front of the console. It's a pretty level spot. It's got direct, almost direct line with the head of the trolling motor, and that's awesome to have, is that autopilot feature, because you can just kind of forget about it and just run up the edge of a grass line or whatever. Let's see. The one thing I really like about this pedal is it being all electric. You really don't have to move it very much for the head to turn. It's just very little. That's right, left. There's nothing to it. And if you are on spot lock and you hit your speed change, oh, we're some real wind now. Let me kind of show you here. It's that 23 mile an hour gust I was talking about. I hit it off spot lock for a minute, but we haven't moved very much at all. And that wind is ripping and we're not moving. Okay, so this spot lock's holding us pretty good. I hope y'all can hear me. That wind is, like I said, it's ripping. But let's see, what was I saying? Oh, if you change your speed while you're on spot lock, it'll knock the spot lock off. If you hit the foot pedal, any of these other buttons, it'll turn the spot lock off. If you hit your button, it won't do anything. But anytime you change your direction or your speed, or hit any of these other buttons, the spot lock will go off. I will tell you one thing I almost learned the hard way. The spot lock, and this may be common sense, I just didn't know, is pretty much useless under bridges. The GPS, it feeds off the GPS, and if you are under a bridge, the metal, anything over the top of you is going to throw it off. It's not gonna work properly. So let's see, what else was I going to go over? Oh, I will say this trolling motor is a little noisy. If you're up, some shallow water, trying to, sneak up on fish or whatever, when you turn it and things like that, it's kind of noisy. It's not obnoxious, but if you're trying to sit back in a pocket or something and sneak up on fish and you want to hit spot lock and there's no wind, it'll sit there, the head will kind of move around trying to keep you on spot, and it's kind of noisy. So just keep that in mind. It's not unbearable, but it does put off a little racket. Let's see, what else was I going to go over? Let's see, as far as the battery I'm running it on, I haven't ran this trolling motor on anything other than that Minnkota lithium. It's a 12 volt 54 amp hour, and the only thing I'm running on it's a trolling motor, and it gets the job done. It keeps juice all day. So if y'all have any more questions, feel free to ask. I hope I covered some more what you might want to know. Once again, like I said, I don't use the controller very much. It is very useful, I'm sure, if you don't like using the foot pedal, but it stays under my seat. I just wanted to get it out for demonstration purposes, and it's got all the same buttons. And there's more features that I haven't, explored, like tracking and things like that. You can set a track and then go back later and somehow hit it, and it'll keep you on the same track you were on and things like that. But it's pretty cool. If you're just kind of sitting in the back of the boat and you forget to hit spot lock and you're drifting, you just kind of you don't want to get up, you're lazy, whatever. You're busy doing something, it's pretty handy. But like I said, I very rarely use it. So there it is, guys. Like I said, got any more questions, feel free to ask. I'll make another video, I'll respond in the comments, whatever you need. Appreciate you watching.